All right. Hello, everybody. Thank you for coming in today. I probably saw the title there. Looking at what at some point in your journey when you move up and up and up and getting into the divine, there's going to be a one thing inside of you that you need to really heal. That is that about you to trust the journey and healing your missing opportunities. But there's going to be something very important happen by doing this. You are going to be freeing yourself of these energies that hold you back. You are going to be stop looking within the two things out there. You're going to stop getting it in this and only think you're going to head out moving forward. What's very interesting is going to be talking to you from my personal experience in there, which was very good part of purging today and yesterday, talking about all this. When you had these opportunities to do certain things, but you understand you didn't do that. Why? Because those opportunities that it comes in, they will lead you and guide you to all the way to what you are here and now. By doing it this, you're gonna be appreciating your twin flame journey. So with that being said, I want to recognize the people who is in the chat. Pallavi, thank you for coming in. Erica, thank you. Paulina, thank you for coming in, darling. And Victor, thanks for being here, soulmates. Thank you for coming in the chat, Victor. And talking about this, at some point you will understand within your twin flame journey is like, well, I didn't got this. Well, I didn't achieve this. Well, I could have been go and I could have done this and this. I could have, should have, would have, and so on and so on. And this could be coming from personal experience from your childhood, your teenager years, your young adult years, all the way up into today, for example. And by looking at within you, there is going to be this reviews that's coming. Was this energy that came in today, and I did a lot of self reflections, a lot of reviews in there, and there was the energy that was freed up from me. And I look at it for all the missed opportunities. What could have happened to me? What could have been with all this in there? Yeah, one of them that I was singing very well, and they told me, "Can we do the recording of you?" And I put myself down, and I was like, "No, I'm not that good, great a singer." They're like, "Come on, man, you sing very well, and you're singing in English." That was when I was a seventh grade, right? Missed opportunity. You have guilty conscience from within yourself that you missed an opportunity, or miss an opportunity when you were offered a job and you were like, I couldn't have done this, or miss an opportunity within business that you had, or in the back in days, or things that you could have done even in your personal life. And now you look at it, all this, they coming out of the surface within those energies there. And when they comes in within the surface, you understand that if you took those opportunities, you took those chances, you took all that stuff in there, you're not going to be going through that journey that you are here today. So by looking at within all this, you're going to be what it's called empty out this uh, self grief, I will call it energies. It's like something within the past that was inside of you that you wish it could, and so on. But it's related to your own twin flamed journey. Did you wish this? Did you wish that? It could have, should have, would have, and so on. But when you arrive at that path, when you have to close that path behind you, that door behind you, and you go and you're walking within your new path, there is going to be that moment when you crossing that path, you open that door for the last time, and you look your past opportunities, your past relationships, your past situations, your past things inside of you. And you're going to see them. It is a good thing that because in there you're going to find forgiveness to your own self, forgiveness to other people, forgiveness for the situations, for the missing opportunities, for everything that is there. And that is going to be the moment from within you when you're going to be staying in the middle of that door. And before you're crossing that path in there, you want to make sure that you are clean with everything because once you close that door, you moving within your journey. You throw chakra issues here, right? Sensitive topics. I know it's a sensitive topic. Senseis agree. So, yes. What is it? That's okay, Sensei. And come on, we gotta have some also fun. But looking at inside of all those issues in there, you're gonna find the peace after that because you are going to leave with peace from your past. This is gonna be one of the things you're gonna be so grateful because your past, your missing opportunities, you're not going out the road, okay? But you kept on going without trust within you, walking into the journey and getting into the front of that door and staying in there and staring at it. You're gonna find the happiness from within you that's gonna relieve you. You're gonna relieve whatever. If somebody harmed you in your childhood, somebody damaged you at teenage years, if some boss was angry and mad and you lost a great job, if somebody was there and he was trying to do everything to kind of like blame their own mistakes on you at work, if you were a manager, you're a corporate worker, you guys know exactly what I'm saying in there. When someone excuses themselves with you, and he had nothing to do about it, right? And he had an opportunity to go there and do things and so on and so on, or fights that you never fight, situations that you never did. All this energy is gonna be like incomplete stuff from within you. All they're gonna be kind of like vanished, purged away. You're gonna feel so good with this. In a way, you're gonna feel the nostalgia about that. But by you knowing what it's in the front of you, by you knowing that you need to move forward, by knowing you have to use these powers that is being given within you, not responsibility and accountability being a twin flame within the twin flame journey, within the spirituality, in helping the humanity here, you want to understand your purpose from within yourself. Now, by looking at this, you understand that everything that you missed was actually a guidance, not a miss opportunities, not a missed chances, not a missing things. There were just the things that you have to miss in order to get to that door right now of crossing within the spirituality inside of you. By doing this and staring at that door, you're understanding all this process in there within yourself. And on one side, you see the future that is going. You see the new world that you are. But between crossing of this path within yourself, you are going to be appreciating the both sides of this. The new that you are going in and the energy of what happened with these missed opportunities. You may be missed opportunities with people, soulmates, even missed opportunities within your twin flame. You may be missing in situations within your twin flame. How much energy, time, and effort you putting into all this? How many years, how many times did you went through the same thing, through the same circle of hell? But I'm talking about in a personal level when you mature. I'm talking about spiritual maturity, guys. There is a difference between you being mature as a human being and you being mature as a spiritual being. Learn it in there. And that spirituality leads into, brings you that maturity within your human being inside of yourself. But what that moment's when it comes in, because it's gonna come one way or another, you are gonna come to this point I'm talking to you today. This is gonna be the most rewarding day to your own self because you closing that door within. Hi Lydia, thank you for coming in. And you're gonna close that door with dignity, with honesty, and you're gonna say goodbye into your old self. You're gonna say goodbye to the things that you did wrong. You're gonna say goodbye of the people that did you wrong. You're gonna say goodbye of things, of wish, of dreams, of programmings. You're gonna say goodbye of things that were put from within you. At that moment in there, you're gonna find your own purifications as a self purification process from within you. And you're gonna find your new self. What is your new self? That is your true self from within you that leads you. You will find out that your true self that was leading you there to that point of who you are. You're understanding why things happen the way they happen. You're gonna find the explanations. You're gonna find out everything that you were wondering about. Now all it's gonna be making sense, and you're gonna be appreciate this journey that you are in. You're actually gonna love more the journey that you are within. You're gonna be understanding things even better. But also, this is gonna be freeing you up. You're not going back down in the past. Okay? You're not going anywhere there. All you do is you trust this energy that leads you to go forward. Because by trusting in that energy, you got there. You got to that positions inside of you to say goodbye to all that it was so you can have what it is and in order to get where you are going in the path of the twin flames journey. This is going to be something like a, if I have to personally set this is a something between a um, illuminations divine path just before you really get in there to your actual new self. They're ready for really for kind of like uh, this kind of like a 0.001% away from the point that you need to get to be ready for the union or so on and so on. You're going to be clear now. Why? Because wherever you are going in there, all this, I wish I could have was amassed, all your old relationships, all your past missed opportunities, all this. It's kind of like a big giant eraser in there. But you can erase your past, but you all bring because that past, you have to be thankful in there because that past brought you here. That past is brought you into it. And whatever happens in your past in there, you should be thankful for the good, the bad, and the ugly. You should be thankful for everything that happens in your life. even right now. And this gonna be at this moment of you're gonna find this beautiful, I would say, truth from within yourself. I mean, it's kind of like a self-realization truth that always gonna be just like links is there. It didn't happen this because you have to do it here. In order to get here, you have to do this because they happen here. And that's going to happen kind of like a process for a while, but you're going to be thinking about this and there. This year, Pallavi, this year, the year and the journey keeps getting crazier and weird, but also good way. Yeah, things gonna get weird before they get okay. The weird part is the rebellious part within us. But the more we are processing, the more we are going into these positions, the more we begin to understand ourselves even better and better and better, and how much we are operating from within ourselves. We need to get to know ourselves. And Paulina, I prefer to see missed opportunities as simple choices we did, given our strength, courage, and understanding of needs at that moment. Yeah, you can say that as well because of simple choice we did given our strength. Yes, we give the strength for certain things. Exactly. Actually, I love that. Thank you. And the courage and the understanding of the needs at that moment. Yes, exactly. There was a moment that you're gonna like that you are getting into that greatness. You are getting it to these good positions. You are getting it to this good life because it's not only a good, it's not only a bad, it's not only a this and that. It's all combined in there. Kind of like a very beautiful. This is gonna be like you you're gonna be permanently going in, uh, like living in the 5D permanently, and you have to leave the 3D door behind you. Maybe I have to kind of like explain it's kind of a little hard process because going into this process for about in the past 20 hours or so within this in there, it's kind of hard to explain there, but it feels beautiful. It feels freeing up. And yes, um, Pallavi. Hey, Grande, thank you for coming in. Cleaning hard drive software updates. I I will correlate it to that about the hard drives in there. But be mindful that don't delete all this. You just kind of like don't delete it. You just have to be uh, have remember all these happy memories, all these situations, and all this. But I'm trying to see right now is that is it coming in from the higher self that wants you to be really happy, the higher self that wants you to be really in love, the higher self that wants you to have this greater maturity soul experience inside of it. To me, at some point, it was felt so much related to my really childhood in there. That is it. Like, at some point you get in it that you're a mature young man and you have to say goodbye into your really childhood games. This is when you stop playing with the little kids soccer. Now you are getting a nice dress and you're going out the town and you having a coffee with friends or going to see the girls. You can't play anymore soccer with the kids. Not that you can't, but it's kind of like a feel like it's time you to become the man, or that is at the time when you living all this um, kind of like a teenager crazy life and so on, and you are for the very first time living with someone there you to feel what, on your own, what the family life looks like. Those are like steps within, and I see that more as a steps in there for. So, Pallavi, how can we live 3D if the physical is still here? It's connecting 3D to the 5D. I'm still looking to that right now, but the only one explanations this is actually this is probably more like a consciousness compared to actual, you know, people understandings about the 3D and 5D. Basically, you are handing out to the dissolving of the old 3D paradigm from within your own self, within your getting into there in order to embody the new template. But you have to be okay with the old template to be as the way it was. You to appreciate it, you to thankful for it, you to admire it, you to loving it. Okay? But knowing that it's kind of like a going out of the way because the new template it's coming. It's also connecting with the new energies. I believe it's also connecting with the new energies. I'm sharing probably something like this. Maybe it's going to happen to some of you. I'm just sharing my personal experience here, guys, about what happened. And this is why I was thinking today that should I talk about this? Should I not talk about this? Should I talk about this? Should I not talk about this? And I'm like, come on, dear. You know how that goes. It's bugging you. That's mean you have to talk. So if you have it's bugging you, you have to go ahead and talk about it. Release that out of it, out there. But overall, the whole energy about this, it's feeling pretty good. So sharing it within this, it's freeing. I actually went out and did some other studies today related to all this because somehow it's increasing something else. It makes availability more. And even that I was so tired and so on and so on, my brain was and I wanted to go ahead and see. You guys know that I promise you, I'm doing some studies with continual development with understanding in the correlations between the brain mirroring neurons, energy, emotions, vibrations, and how to be and what to be to use it in order to be develop this kind of like a combined overall pictures with everything in there. So that way we're gonna know, what brain, what part of the brain is about responsible for this, with these emotions, with these vibrations, with these energies. And when you feel that, what is that hormone that it's produced, and what is all this? But if you cannot have this, then what is it related to? How it's related into? There's a very good. I mean, I love it to digging in, but there is so much information to be processed. But I was looking at that today, and I dive deep. You guys know me when I go in there. I dive deep, deep, deep in there, and at some point we are going to digging in together, and we are going to be finding things out. And yeah, I mean, recognition goes also for my partner. Okay, in there because even we talk about this research there, but uh, talking about it, something is happening. These old templates are going away. At least I'm talking about personally for myself in there, and embodiment of the new template. It feels so beautiful, more relaxing, more freed up, and more not that engaged as it used to be. There is missing pressures, push-ups, and so on and so on. And I was even trying to meditate, but the new energy is like, you're constantly in meditations, dude. What are you doing? You have these connections in there. This is like before, like for example, if you remember the very first time of the computers, when you had to have a phone service and you had to dial a phone line, and you put, and it's like connecting to internet, and you just and you just listen the sound of Windows 95 dialing the modem in there, and you're connecting into internet. Now it's like all you do is just you go turn on your computer. You don't dial anything. You don't do anything. It's all just poof in there. That's how it feels like it for those who are computer literate. We're talking about this in getting it. But I was just wondering if that's only me, just sharing up here. Um, the one thing that I was really surprised in there that during this process, I felt like getting rid of it of old wounds. And I was surprised that those old wounds that were going in, they were just kind of like it doesn't really matter anymore. Like it doesn't really matter. And this is like when you heal, there is something interesting. Is when you healed, at some point, things that it's there, uh, when you healed, the things doesn't bother you anymore. All right. But on that portions in there, even if you didn't heal, let's say like emotional wounds you have inside of it in there, now within all this, that kind of like it doesn't matter what it is, doesn't matter what it goes on. From that point on, you're going to develop totally new. It's kind of like a renewing your life, feels energy, which is just so interesting. And I'm so interesting to digging up more with this. So with that, guys, I'm just sharing it what happened, and I'm happy if you guys have some questions, because you guys know the quality of the questions will bring this up. I know we've been going on more with new things that instead of digging in with an old issues, but there is a lot of new things are coming. A lot of new things. We're working on the projects. By the way, about the workshop, so far I got two great speakers, and pretty soon, because we're just in the process of talk. This is why I don't mention their names yet, but those are going to be our great, great people about the workshop. One of them, both of them, I'm actually excited, but the one of them actually helped me very much at the beginning of helping my journey. Okay, and I'm so happy that the things about the workshop, which is going to be probably sometimes next week, in the end of the next week, we're probably going to have official talk and be ready to do the right things and post it, and so people will know when, what, the place, what they need to do, and so on and so on. But I'm so excited because kind of like the things falls off in this beautiful, magical synchronization. It's just, it's an amazing. It is an amazing thing. So if you guys have any idea for the topic, let me know. If you guys have questions, let me know. If not, let's guys sharing the love and the light. And I will see what we are going to talk about tomorrow. But to finish it with this, for is there such a thing as suppressing our lower instincts? Light and dark both have their purpose. Light and the dark, they're always going to have their purpose there. It can't be one without the other. If there is no darkness, how are you going to see the light? But if there is no light, How are you going to find out the darkness? Okay, this is a one of those things that you are learning how to find the balance inside of you. I think that the balance in there from now on, it should be the primary kind of like energy in there, because the balance, once it's made from within you, your personal balance, you make balance with your partner. So here is the both combined balance in there. Okay, brings the beauty within the connections, which brings the love. The love of each person together with the balanced love is not like this, it's got this equal give and take, brings that combined love in there. I think that's going to be a much more healthier in a ways of this. But those primary instincts, suppressing our lower instincts in there, it's either going to be, we're talking about either suppressing, but if you're suppressing, that's mean you're doing one thing. You don't react of what there is. But if you kind of like let it go of this suppression of these lower instincts and allow the new energies to do the upgrade of those instincts, what that could be for you, Polani, for example. If your instincts are replaced by a new wisdom inside of you, and you're not using your lower energies anymore, what could have happened in life? What could have been after this upgrade that you're doing to yourself is really helping you, not only on personal level, but help you with your level with your partner, and helps you to do that work there, you know, for the future, you know, you to live better, you to not being having this lower energies. Yes, personality is still maintaining the balance. I think it's more patience and not reaction. Actually, patience and not reactions are, yes, they are both correlated, but what is behind it? Are you suppressing the lower energies, or you know that even if you are acting on those energies, there is nothing good is going to come out because you've been acting like this before. And now you'll find out that the wisdom inside of you that is there, this beautiful wisdom inside of you, the new energies that it's there, is actually don't even asking you to go even look, even consider the lower energies. You may feel them, okay, you may looking at within them, but it's like it's pointless. Why would I have to do that for? And the more you're catching up within yourself, the more you do that inner work within you. Doesn't matter if you're divine feminine or divine masculine. Okay, I'm talking about on a personal level. At some point, you are gonna be not even paying attention to these lower energies because you're not gonna resonate with the new, and you understand your path is to trust it, the new, to go with the new energies, to be with the flow within the new energies. So now it's all about this beauty from within that it's there. So it's all gonna be, it's gonna take some time because you are gonna be, yes, you are more detached from the old self in order to be attached into your higher self. Basically, I believe that's what the process is. It's gonna come in and it's going. And so far, I feel good with that. Actually, I'm in a peace with that process, and um, I love it. The more I improve something within me, the more I getting it within me, the more I see that its benefits not only me, but its benefits also the collective connection in there. It is an improvement in a whole another realm, the whole another level, and a whole another energies there. Yes, and it's more stable, actually. I'm more stable energetically, psychologically, and so on. Still have to polish emotions in there. For still have to work in there, but come on, it's a work in progress. Nobody's perfect. There is no perfections. Perfections is found in the imperfection. So, stitching. Hi, thank you for being here. Fearlessness. Yes, should have no fear. You've got a fear. You're not going up. You can go left and right, but going up and evolve, it's all the way up. You need to trust that energies in there. Can happen if you don't consider your lower energies. I mean, not is. I mean, we've been talking about this lifestyle that you should, as a twin flame, you should not consider the lower energies anymore. But have you practiced it in reality? That's what it is. I spoke with someone today, actually, and it's like, I know Dio, I know what needs to be done, I know what has to be happen, I know all this and so on. Lack of performance, lack of actions in there, lack of the courage that is there inside of it. And that courage, actually, it begins to lead you where you need to be. That courage is helping you here. You do it a little bit, a little bit, a little bit, and every time when you improve more and more, you are going to be improved there. So that's what that is. Um, More detached. Yes, you're gonna be feel more detached because all the energies doesn't resonate with you. You're experiencing that when you awaken as it. Can you go ahead and resonate with normal people when you're a twin flame? Yeah, you tried, right? You try to resonate. You try to have this talks and so on and so on and so on. I mean, come on. I went out with the boys from work to the bar. I'll sit there, go looking at the drinks, but the discussions that I talk there, they're not related to me. I'm just sitting there like, what the heck I'm doing here, having a drink and pretending that have conversations with it, which is those are 3D based conversations that we talk about work or what the men are talking about. Come on. But talking about that energies right now is this is one of the things that you're gonna be kind of like closing the doors. That doesn't mean that you cannot just go to the bar and have a great drinks with people who have a meaningful energies. You can actually enjoy having a great time. But this is gonna be kind of like I don't want to say you separate yourself from the rest of the community. No, there is no separations. We are all one. I'm just talking about that you taking the lead from within you of your higher self. I mean, you can have a regular 3D energies communications. You can, like, for example, I have some 3D communications with people, regular people, and so on. Somehow they feel to ask me some questions and so on, and all it leads to the same thing, talking about the same thing, the same issues in there, because that's what you gravitate in there. It is what it is. People are smiling to you because they don't understand why they smile at you, but they smile at you because they feel your energies inside. You have that moments, right? When you have that and people staring at you. Come on, you guys know what I'm talking about. But this is a more stable situations. Yes, Pallavi, definitely very stable and sustainable. And this is what you've been looking for. To have this stability inside. Not this up downs energies to the karmic. What is she did today? I don't like that. What is she did today? I don't like that. I don't want to talk about this because if I talk about this, this is what's going to happen. I'm not going to be in the truth. I'm not going to be communicating on this because if you will communicate, that's going to happen, and so on and so on and so on. Here is like you speak, you talk, you have a real self. Okay, you have the real self. So yeah, not like a spark, a boom, intense addictions. Exactly, you ain't got that in there. It's happened natural. It's natural process of evolutions. I The way I feel it, it feels so good, and it comes in naturally. I'm not pushing it. I didn't rushing it. It just came to me. It was like vision. It's like, you know what? It's time. If you when you feel it that it's time, you have those moments in your life when you know it's time, and you're like, okay, you bow to your future with your past. You bow down. You appreciate absolutely everything. Absolutely everything there. But you appreciate that experience. You love that experience, and you're looking forward for the new. There is something new that they're gonna teach us. I don't know what this is yet, but when I get the energies, when I getting to downloads and so on, right now the energy is just calm, stay put, peaceful. Go do your this, go do that, go look at it, and work on the setting the stage, setting the base, setting a stable foot on the ground. Uh, it's like this song, Never Back Down, you know? You put that and you don't go back because there is no way back. You know what it is when you go back. You already know you can't just go back. It's the same thing like within the Twin Flames journey when you cross that path in there. You know what you felt, you know what the energies was, you know the amazement of that awakening, a beautiful awakening, intense awakening, a beautiful, intense awakening with both spiritual and physical emotions at the same time. You have that beautiful love that streaming out of you, just like, and everyone feels that love within. Wow, this is more mature, stable, spiritual, wise, divine energy there. And I love it. And really, I really love it. That energy. Because it's finally you find out yourself as a maturity. Whatever you did through your journey helps you to that maturity. Yep. And I'm happy we're here at this journey. I'm happy with continuing and goes on. Now I have a faith in humanity. If I changed, Mr. Stubbornness, if you Mr. Stubbornness changed, I have faith in humanity. And of course, sharing personal experience in here, but yeah. All right. Well, guys, thank you for the questions. Haha, we all think that we are the worst. Well, yeah, I will agree on that. Come on. But, you have to look within yourself. You have to be okay with yourself. You have to love yourself about this. You got to laugh at yourself about this. You have to experience these emotions, not you. It is what that is. But the result is beautiful. I just like the result. It's great because put so much time, effort, and action to do that. The divine powers are really magical. I have to say that thanks for the divine powers about this. That they give us this. They give us these downloads. They give us these energies, guys. They deserve a credit and recognitions as well. Can't just talking about you and your partner and the soul they recognize, but they also deserve that recognition. Sometimes we forget about it. Also, I forget it once in a while myself. But we are as a collective here, as we evolve in there, it's an appreciation. It's huge appreciations in there. Hi, Heather. Good afternoon from Melbourne. This is Carmen, just getting out of work. All right. How you doing, Heather? Hopefully, you're listening to this chat. If not, um, self-acceptance and grounding. Yes, actually, the grounding right now. This is going to be a very beautiful process of grounding. Talking about you grounding your lower self there. You just put it into the ground. It's just like you stay now. Right now, I don't need you at all. Appreciate our experience. Appreciate everything in there. Just, but you also have to have exactly this self acceptance of the new within you. But in order to accept the self new within you, you have to let it go of the old. And some of the people we have contradictions in there, inner fights in there, distort energies within them. But if you do it the proper way, which is I'm just kind of like a sharing within you, you do it this within your clean consciousness, within your clean heart, with the clean things, with the appreciations. You don't have to go to these fights inside of you. It's like, should I go to the front? Should I go to the back? Should I get this opportunity? Should I get that opportunity? I mean, can you imagine the door is open for you and you just go in a circle around and you're like, should I go or should I not? Should I go or should I not? And when the divine is there, it's just sitting on the other side of the open door and they're just like, what is it this guy is doing? Because some point I was going around a circle, right? You just sitting there and laughing at you and they're like, come on, man, I ain't got no all day for you. When are you gonna make up your mind? Are you gonna come in or what? There was this. Uh, uh, I have to look at that movie there. It was about this guy with uh, a motorcycle in there that he was transporting people up and down, and there, and mm, he was going to the bar, and he had to start up his very old, probably 1940s motorcycle, and he goes back into the 1980s just to deliver stuff or get in there because he was a spiritual teacher to one of the guys in there. But talking about this, about there was like he was just like remind me about that like when he was waiting for him, it's just like, come on, I'm waiting for you. We don't have no time. He's like, no, 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 no. He got time. He was just sitting there. It's like, come on. That's where it was. But you may gonna find these things out. Okay, I'm just sharing your experience in here. There is nothing bad to this. It's all letting go. Actually, it is. is a process of trust, surrender, and let go, and the whole just another stage, I would say. Okay, but this is not like you let it go because the things doesn't work out. You not trust the surrender because there is no other choice. You actually this time you trust, surrender, and let go with an acceptance, with an dignity, with an appreciations, with forgiveness. This is a whole just beautiful way, I would say. So stitching, letting go, all go to exploit and elevate and blossom. Exactly. So exactly. Oh yeah, you gotta laugh with this in here on the phone. Pallavi, yes, sometimes we does that. Sometimes I catch myself putting this. It's like, come on, Dio. What are you thinking? Where are you going with this? And so on and so on. Sometimes, the funny deals come out talking about, jokes or something that is like, you're trying to, but, look at it in this. Sometimes works, sometimes it's not in there. But when you have this new fun and new things with the divine, it's like when they kind of like comes into you, and once in a while they just get with this watch in there, and they just it's time, and you're like, what is this? It's time. Come on, I just got here, and you're like, oh come on, dude, it's time. What time? Yeah, it's just time. And you're just sitting there and you're laughing. And you're laughing, you just arrived there. You just get there and you're just like, come on, we've been waiting for you. Well, one of those things, one of those moments when let's say for you're starting up a new job, okay, and you go in there and so on, and you're like, okay, I'm just gonna go put my lunch bags, and I'm gonna be finding all this, where the things are. I'm gonna be just kind of looking at it in there, and guess what? You go into that new company, and somebody's like, oh, hi, you, right? I presume. Okay, follow me, and all that it just goes away because they're like, you're like, what's going on here? Well, we are going to be put you in this room right now, and you're going to be doing some training because it's already set up for you. And just so you know, you have like 1 hour to do this because later on we have these orientations for you, and after that we have these orientations for you, and after that we have this for you. And you're like, okay, can I leave my lunchbox somewhere? No, you can carry it with you. And you're like, okay, it is what that is, right? But you have fun with this. It is the same thing, when you go on this, sometimes it's in there. It's like, come on, dear, you know the drill. Oh, okay, fine. It is what it is in there. But it's beautiful, like personally sharing experience here. Okay, guys. There is some a lot of other times when you're gonna have some fun with them. Especially when you're looking at the certain things and all of a sudden different pictures that you're trying to escape. When you try to escape issues, and the divine is so funny. You go and you search something on the internet. You try to escape a issue, right? Try to escape a talk, and all of a sudden the divine is like, "Here's the pictures of this that you two want to escape in there," and you laugh because you know exactly what that all about. Let me tell you, it's not about you not to have fun. You gotta have fun. It's a journey. You're gonna love it as long as you trust it, guys. As long as you trust it. Yep. Come on, you. Trust the journey from within. So I have trust, faith, uh, courage, power, wisdom. The main power right now is balance, wisdom, love in there. For because you trust, surrender, and let go, now it's like more you gaining things. Because you gave up things, now it's about to gain things. So we'll see what we are going to gain. I presume with the new energies, there's going to be something new. I don't know, new abilities, new capabilities, new way of talk, new way of managing things. We'll see what it's coming into a near future. It's going to be coming in. Whatever it is, it is. All right, guys. Let's share the love and the light. Thank you for coming in, and we're gonna be come back tomorrow. And if you have any updates, upgrades, or anything that I want to go and share, I'm gonna go ahead and do that for you. Thank you for coming in, following your own GPS, follow your soul, follow your spirit. He knows what to do as long as you have no fear, because fear can take you left, right, or go back. Trust within you. It's gonna go take you out there. Be love, guys, and be peace. Okay, whatever is going on, be at peace. Love you. Here's some gifts of love for all of you.